Hi, I'm Dr. Barbara Shaw with Colorado State University Extension, and I'm here today to talk about STEM Power Kits and the specific lessons that we have developed to help you present fun and engaging science to your students. The lesson I'm going to talk about today is called Here Comes the Sun. It is a kindergarten lesson in which the standard says the sun provides heat and light to the earth. And the standard then goes on to talk about the heat hitting the earth, the light hitting the earth, and then how that provides for plant and animal life here. This unit has several different lessons in it. The first one is an art project that you can do with your students to get the basics that they'll need for the first activity. And you'll need poster paper and then markers so that each child lies down on the poster and they get traced with their outline by a partner, and then they can decorate it to look like themselves. The second activity is where we start looking at the sun, and it includes sidewalk chalk. The students go out in the morning and they trace their outline in the sun. So where is the sun, how is it angled, and where is their shadow compared to where the sun is. They go out later in the day, they retrace exactly where they were. They will notice that their shadow is now getting shorter, and it's also changing position. It's no longer directly over the shadow or the image of their shadow that they drew earlier. And then if you, depending on how long your kindergarten is, if you can do it one more time before they go home, they can once again see if it's around noon that it's shortest. If you have an afternoon kindergarten, it would start shortest and get to long. Then they can take out the pictures that they drew of themselves and compare it to the shadows. And is their shadows shorter or bigger than them? And if you're doing an early morning, you might have a really long shadow, so much larger than they are. So it's starting to look at the relationship between the sun and them and where shadows are created. Working outside, sometimes it's a lot easier to have a clipboard, so we did put a clipboard in each kit for you to take out, and then you can record the data, the length of the shadow each day. The students also then graph their shadow length results so they can see as it's approaching noon, their shadow gets shorter, and as it's moving away from noon, their shadow will get longer. You can build wall graphs, which are a really nice way where they take the actual length of their shadow, and I have string in there so that you get very distinct colors and lengths of shadow for each child. Easy graphs to read. I hope that you had fun with these STEM Power Kits. I hope your students had a blast learning more about science, and best of all, I hope those underlying concepts that the standards address have been easily met.